My boyfriend dumped dirty cat litter on me. My 27 female boyfriend, 25 male, and I have been together for 4 years, living together for 2. Last year we got a cat named Milkshake. It was boyfriend's idea to get the cat, and he himself said he would take care of most his needs. Boyfriend also said that the most I would ever need to do is feed him. I love the cat so much I go out of my way to brush him and clip his claws when needed and play with him. Anyway, my boyfriend quickly realized he really hates cleaning the litter box and would leave it, if I don't notice, for days at a time. I usually find myself being the one who cleans the box, which I don't mind because I'd pretty much do anything for this cat, haha. I went on a trip last week for a friend's wedding. I was gone for a full week and got back last night. Immediately when I got through the door I could smell the box. It was terrible. I put my things down and greeted my boyfriend. After a few minutes I asked him why hasn't he cleaned the box while I was gone, and if he doesn't smell it. He said he just didn't feel like it and the cat didn't mind it. This annoyed me and I said that he needs to clean it as soon as possible and that he shouldn't have to rely on me to do it all the time. He was visibly annoyed by me saying that but said alright fine and went to the cat's room. I was laying on the couch for about 10 minutes and the next thing I felt was just litter and other things all over my chest and legs. I screamed, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" and boyfriend just shrugged and left the apartment. He hasn't come back yet, but I'm considering just changing the locks and throwing all his shit out in the hallway since he isn't on the lease. This was something I just can't forgive so easily. Update: hey all, just wanted to give you an update because it's been a hectic day yesterday and also wanted to address a few things. For starters, I think I gave the wrong impression with my post. I'm not sad or scared or anything like that. I'm angry. Also, I know what abuse looks like, so obviously I won't be staying with him. Also, I will be keeping the cat, being that I'm the one that takes him to the vet and my name is pretty much all the paperwork. Also, that's my little buddy, haha. It'll take an army and God's right hand to separate us. Also, I didn't mix dirty cat litter with his stuff and throw it all out. While I am angry enough to do that, I did not have the energy to do it. So his stuff just went in a garbage bag and put into the hallway. To be considerate to my neighbors because I wouldn't want them to walk through that mess to get to the building elevator. With that stuff out the way, I guess I'll let you all know what happened with my now ex. Right after I made this post, I called his mom. His mom and I are very close and really is like my second mother. She of course was very upset and was apologizing on his behalf. I let her know that I no longer wanted to be with her son and that he needs to get his stuff from out of the hallway. She said that she will let him know, and she also offered to drive me around to help me with getting a new door lock and also to spend time with me for one last time. I still haven't heard back from my ex himself. He's being a coward and had his best friend call me late last night to ask if he could come home. His best friend and I spoke for a bit. He told me that my ex said I slapped him in the face because he didn't feed the cat. Well, his best friend found that hard to believe, and I told him what really happened. His best friend said he didn't know what to believe, but it was nice knowing me. I don't really care if he believes me or not, to be honest, as long as my ex stays away from me. And that's pretty much it. I hope I answered most questions. I'll try to answer some unanswered questions since I now feel kinda obligated to do so with all the attention the post got. Ditch the guy, keep the cat. Also buy a litter robot. They are awesome. Keep the cat and rehome the guy. I didn't know that there are litter robots. Also, OP, change all the locks and dump him. That behavior of him is abuse towards you, and on top of that is animal neglect. That is not what a decent human being would do towards a poor kitty. Not changing litter could generate diseases for the cat, and its general basic hygiene. Your boyfriend is a petty child throwing a temper tantrum. He was mad you were gone for a week and punished you by abusing the cat, then dumping the litter on you when you called him on his BS. There's no forgiving this. Dump him. If you have a male cat, consider having a traditional litter box to monitor them peeing. Male cats are more likely to have urinary blockages, and if you aren't scooping out their litter every day and don't notice they haven't peed that day, they could die within 24 hours. I was always considering getting one, but my cat had a urinary blockage a few months ago. He wasn't exhibiting any of the symptoms. I just noticed he hadn't used the litter box for over 24 hours. I'm so glad I chose to be cheap and just scoop the litter every day. Do it. ETA, this wasn't meant to sound like a dare. I just think your ex-boyfriend is a POS. Do it. ETA, this wasn't meant to sound like a dare. I just think your ex-boyfriend is a POS. Absolutely change the locks, keep the cat, and get rid of the boyfriend. Get your cat a reward and upgrade him to a self-cleaning litter box. Now here's where I'd get extra petty while you're out getting cat things. Grab some glitter too. Bag up the ex's stuff and toss glitter in there too, effectively turning each bag into a glitter bomb, and throw them all outside. Litter would suck to clean, but eventually you'll get it all up. Unlike the herpes of craft supplies, and it'll be a constant reminder of what he did. I dunno, instead of glitter it would seem that dirty cat litter should be the thing to put in his bag, since he thought dumping it all over OP was appropriate. Honestly, that is the foulest thing I've ever heard of and grounds for immediate relationship termination. He didn't like being called out for neglecting the cat, so he dumps litter all over OP. What a twat. Do it because he basically just told and showed you that he equates you to piss and shit. I would kindly throw his shit out the same way he threw shit on you after him wanting a cat to begin with. I read this out loud to my boyfriend and he was like he assaulted her, with no problem about it. You can get so sick from that. To stay with him after this would be a big step towards normalizing this behavior, literally shitty behavior. I would say he acted childish, but this wasn't even that. It feels more malicious. This is an abusive action. My same thought. People get hospitalized from less contact than that. Cat feces are so toxic, pregnant women in a lot of countries are advised not to even clean the litter boxes. If you feel off anytime soon, keep this in mind and throw the real piece of shit out. This is absolute vulgar behavior and you should not tolerate this. Also, once you let it slide once, they think you're fine with it. Too weak to stand up for yourself. These things escalate quickly very often. My same thought. People get hospitalized from less contact than that. Cat feces are so toxic, pregnant women in a lot of countries are advised not to even clean the litter boxes. If you feel off anytime soon, keep this in mind and throw the real piece of shit out. This is absolute vulgar behavior and you should not tolerate this. Also, once you let it slide once, they think you're fine with it. Too weak to stand up for yourself. These things escalate quickly very often. Honey, that is not love. To me, this is your best point. I can't see anyone who loves their partner doing this. All fucked up personality disorders aside, this is just not something you do to a loved one. And I have a strong suspicion you're right about this not being the first event. Dude, this guy sounds like scum. He wanted to get a pet, then won't change the litter tray. How would he feel if you pooped in the loo for days but never flushed? You could also look into battery charges on this. Animal crap. Pee can be very toxic to humans. Hey OP, obviously this is a shitty thing for him to have done, but what you need to understand is that this behavior comes from an abuser and is a precursor to violence. Normal people who do not abuse their partners do not coolly shrug and act as though the matter is settled, only to then go grab a litter box and dump it on their partner later. That is a huge red flag. He will start physically harming you if you allow him to come back from this. Keep the cat because he'll likely kill it and dump him. Change the locks or ask your landlord to. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see the original post, the link is in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.